The law of actuality states this: reality is complete before it appears. This is the 7-minute daily focus, day 49 of 365. Today's focus, the law of actuality. Actuality is not potential. Actuality is not possibility. Actuality is present. Potential belongs to time. Actuality belongs to now. Potential waits. Actuality is present. The law of actuality states this: reality is complete before it appears. What is real is present before it is physically visible. What is established does not require construction. Pause for a moment. Understand this vital distinction clearly. Hope is not wishful thinking. Hope is not fantasy. Hope is expectancy. Hope is the expectation that what is metaphysically real will translate into the expression of its physical reality. Hope embodies certainty, because hope stands upon actuality. Actuality is the essence of hope. It is the foundation upon which hope stands. Without actuality, hope collapses. With actuality, hope is certain. Wish is different. Wishing is uncertainty. Wishful thinking says maybe or maybe not. Do not confuse the two. Wish questions. Hope knows. Wish speculates. Hope expects. Consider something simple. If you pour water from a jug into a cup, the water will pour. It will be present in the cup. Thus, you expect the water to arrive from the jug into the cup. In like manner, the mind is the jug. The water is the thought idea in motion. First, the water was in the jug, metaphysical reality. Now it is in the cup, physical reality. You do not wish in uncertainty that it may arrive. You expect it, because expectation is hope, because you understand metaphysical structure, because you understand cause. In the same way, when you recognize actuality as reality, hope becomes unwavering expectation that what is metaphysically established will appear physically in sequence. Metaphysical reality is the seed. Physical reality is the physical form. The seed precedes the tree. Actuality precedes appearance. Actuality is a complete library. Everything your life contains is already present there. Finished, structured, established. Perception is how you walk down the aisles of that library. Thinking is choosing and opening a book. Thoughts are the content written on its pages. Belief is receiving what is written. Focus is holding the book steady. Appearance is the printed copy expressed in your physical world. The metaphysical manuscript becomes the physically visible edition. You are not writing the book. It is complete. You are selecting from it. You are aligning with it. The order you select, it will print. If you select doubt, doubt prints. If you select certainty, certainty prints. Hope, grounded in actuality, is selecting a finished book with confidence that it will print. Wishful thinking is browsing without commitment. The law of actuality removes confusion. You are not waiting for your life to be written. It is written. You are recognizing which volume you hold. When you stand in actuality, you do not plead, you do not rush, you do not negotiate with appearance. You recognize, you align, you hold, you allow translation, because actuality does not become, it is. And what is inevitably appears in its proper sequence. Pause for a moment. Let me go further, deeper, fuller. Actuality is not a mere idea you visit when convenient. It is the ground beneath the mind of your feet. It is the unseen flooring that supports every perception you hold. Like the foundation of a building hidden beneath the surface, it carries the full weight of the visible metaphysical structure without strain. When awareness drifts from actuality, thought becomes enslaved to appearances. Reaction feels urgent. Reaction feels loud, because reaction is surface, secondary. When you return to actuality, there is a stability, an inward balance, a return to authorship. Interpretation is the hinge. Between the invisible manuscript and the visible print, it is the moment you decide what something means to you. If interpretation is colored by fear, the printed page reflects distortion. If interpretation is anchored in actuality, the printed page reflects coherence, order, and sharpness. You are not suspended in randomness. You are positioned within design. Structure exists before movement begins. Completion exists before unfolding is observed. Just as the full blueprint exists before the first brick is laid, actuality stands complete before sequence reveals it. The law of actuality therefore cultivates active composure, not passivity. Active composure, an active steadiness that refuses to be pulled by temporary reports. It teaches you to think from what is instead of thinking on what appears. Circumstances may fluctuate like weather. Reports may shift like headlines. Emotions may rise and fall like tides. Yet beneath weather, headlines, and tides, the earth remains steady. So too does actuality remain unchanged beneath interpretation. Hope grounded in actuality is therefore immovable. It does not lean upon favorable evidence. It does not depend on applause or reassurance. It rests on structure. It rests on what is already whole. It rests on the certainty of a completed manuscript. Let your thinking really deepen here. Let it settle into recognition, not speculation, not anxiety. Recognition, the quiet awareness that nothing essential is missing. It is complete. The library does not reconstruct itself because you doubt it. The shelves do not collapse because you hesitate. The manuscript does not fade because you question it. The library is present. Every shelf is undamaged. Every volume remains intact. Every page remains written. Every outcome remains structurally complete. When you return consciously to actuality, you step back onto solid ground. Alignment resumes naturally. Translation resumes quietly, without force, without strain, without emotional negotiation. Stand there deliberately. Think from that foundation. Perceive from that stability. Act from that certainty. Let your movements arise from completion rather than from lack. Because the law of actuality is not mystical. It is architectural, it is orderly, it is constant beneath change. It is the silent structure holding every visible form. Actuality is the surety of hope. Hope is empowered by actuality. Actuality is metaphysical reality. Physical reality reflects metaphysical reality. Physical reality is the echo of metaphysical reality. Actuality is. And what is recognized prints? Affirmation for day 49. I recognize actuality. I walk through the library of what is complete. I choose with certainty. I hold with focus. Hope stands upon what is, and what is appears.